Thome struck out on a good changeup his first trip. Ball hit deep. They look good. You can put it on the board. Yes. Yes. This game is tied at 1. Number 19 for Thome, number 560 in his career.
When O'Sullivan missed with the first straight change, Jimmy just looking fastball. We talked about this being a good matchup for him because he loves the ball down, and O'Sullivan is a sinker baller. He got that ball just below the belt, out away from Jim, who drives it into left center field and out of the ballpark. RBI number 63. Well, that's a play normally put on by the third baseman, maybe looking into the dugout.
Well, that breaking ball pitch out's put on by Socia.
Yeah, and you want to see that ball swept well away so that Thome can't get a piece of it.
Oh, deep. Matthews Jr. looks up. You can put it on the board. Yes. Yes. A 3-run bomb, and the Sox lead it 5-1. Big Jim Thome.
Maybe they should have gone with another pitch out, because that one left the building in a hurry. The 20th of the year. He's 66 runs driven in. 4 of the 5 attributed to him on his 2 home runs. A big night for Jim Thome. That's the 3rd home run in his career off Darren Oliver.
Oh, 0-1 the count to Paulie. Paulie is 1 for 2, a double off the right center field fence. 5-7-2 for our Sox. 1-3-0 for the Angels. Thome now 561 home runs, 2 behind Reggie Jackson.
Our 4th home run replay, and it's a low slider. Jimmy wasn't fooled.
But the 3-run homer by Jim Thome, we're into the 7th, leading 5-1.
This is U.S. Cellular White Sox postgame live.
Well, the White Sox do it again. A 6-2 victory. Gavin Floyd almost goes the distance, but 2 big wins over one of the best teams in the majors, certainly one of the best road teams in the majors. A 6-2 win here on Comcast Sportsnet. Hello, everybody. Welcome to U.S. Cellular White Sox postgame live. Chuck Garfien, Bill Melton, and you know this guy, the man of the hour, the man of the game, Jim Thome, with 2 huge home runs, number 560 and 561 for your careers. Our fellow co-star of the game. First, take us through the home runs one by one against Sean O'Sullivan.
Well, the first one was sinker out over the plate. My first at bat, he threw me a couple balls out over the plate, and then a nice changeup I struck out on. The second at bat, I didn't want to get behind. I probably knew at some point he might throw a fastball out over the plate. It was up, and I, hit it to left field there. And then the second one, in a situation 2 guys on, Oliver came in and he threw me a couple nice sliders. I actually swung through the first one, and was just trying to put the ball in play with a guy on third base.
It does seem like you're going to left field a little more than normal. Is that something that's happening coincidentally, or are you actually trying to go left a little more these days?
I'm not really, trying to do anything. In that situation, or situations, you're just trying to, however they're pitching you want to just, try to go with wherever the pitch is. Again, when you're hitting the ball the other way, it's, usually and normally the ball's out over the plate. So,
yeah, Jimmy, let me ask you this question about this young man at third base. Now, you've been around for 18 years. You've seen a lot of young players come up. You were some great hitting ball clubs, the Cleveland Indians, the Philadelphia Phillies. you know, I just kind of marvel watching this guy because I'm looking at a guy that's pretty slight in build. But I don't think I've ever seen a ball jump up a bat as quick with a young guy like this in a long, long time. I mean, what is it about his strength? Where does he get that strength?
Well, I think if you look at his lower half, you know, he's got a real good foundation. You know, I mean, he doesn't jump much at the ball, and he really uses his hands well. And I think when you do that, you know, as he gets a little older, the ball's even going to jump better. It's like he's handled everything that's been thrown his way. And from the way we kind of treat him in the clubhouse to different, you know, the way guys pitch him, you know, and he's a great kid. He's a positive kid, and I think, you know, it's all rubbing off. And you got to look at our other young guys, too. Getz, you know, and Nixie, they've played well, as you know, also.
And one guy we haven't mentioned, Gavin Floyd. Here's a guy who has been a rock for you for about a month. He hasn't lost here at home since April 24th. He's been that good, especially here at home. How about his development, the way he's been taking control of games like he did here tonight?
It's been great. It's been great. I think the main thing for him is when he's got such a good curveball, and what that curveball does, you know, the fastball, he can spot it in and out, and it makes the breaking ball even that much better. So you really, with him, you can't really sit on any type of a pitch. And he's done a tremendous job. He really has.
You know, once again, when you look at the schedule of what you've just gone through right there with winning 3 out of 4 from Tampa Bay, we're talking about all these beasts from the East, 3 from the New York Yankees. Now you beat the Angels the first 2 ball games. I mean, these are the teams that were really supposed to be troublesome in that schedule. Is it something where you guys understand now that it's crunch time? You got 50 games to go, and I know every one of them's important, but when I get down like this is when it really becomes important.
Well, it is, and especially the teams you named. I mean, we've stepped up. Let's face it. I mean, you're talking the Yankees, you know, the Angels here. You know, we got some tough games ahead of us as well. So, you know, if we maintain what we're doing, and the bottom line is we're getting great pitching. Yes. And when you get good pitching, you know, and your offense, you know, comes alive, you know, you're going to run some winning streaks like we have.
All right, Jim Thome, 2 home runs. You are now 2 behind Reggie Jackson. 2 home runs behind Reggie Jackson. You're a humble guy. I'm sure that means a lot to you.
It does. But, you know, we're concentrating on winning and trying to do what we can to win ball games right now.
Good luck, Jimmy.
Thanks.
All right, and we're saying hi to the Thome family watching it. All right, Jim Thome back with more here on White Sox Postgame Live. After this, the Sox get the win. Can't forget about the poll question. Which American League team scares you the most? The Angels, Yankees, Red Sox, Tigers, and Twins. Go to csnchicago.com to vote. We'll have results later in the show. All right, back with more after this. The Sox will do it again. Back with more after this.